Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's cast list and summary analysis. My lord, it has probably been maybe like 6 or 7 months since I have done a cast list analysis. Honestly, the pre-show and watch-along streams have kind of replaced the need for me to do these kind of videos, but unfortunately there is kind of a copyright situation going on with those particular streams, so unfortunately I am not able to do the pre-show and watch-along going forward, at least for the foreseeable future, until I get that issue sorted out. And so when there is a big summary or a big cast list that comes out on this Friday morning, or Friday morning, I guess if you live in the East Coast of the U.S., I do want to give my thoughts every now and then, and this is a massive summary because it finally gives us a hint of direction as to where the show is going in this next season and this next arc, and I absolutely, right off the bat, love where the show is going. It is actually doing exactly what I wanted it to do, and you can tell by the title of the video, that is a tournament arc. It's a cliche, it's a typical Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing, Vrains being the only Yu-Gi-Oh! Show that we have not had a tournament arc in, but you know what, a tournament arc works for a lot of different reasons. One, you can get characters that don't really have a true purpose in the show at the moment. You can get them involved in the plot. You can get them involved in the story. You can have matchups where two good characters verse each other, because under normal circumstances, Yuga and Rook or Yuga and Gakuto, Yuga and Roman, they might not have a reason to duel, but if they get matched up in a tournament, all of a sudden, they have a purpose to duel. It makes sense. So a tournament arc for the show right now is exactly what we need, and the 28th summary confirms that that is what we are getting. I'm over the moon about it, and we're getting a pretty interesting duel in 28 as well. So here is the summary and cast list. If you do not want spoilers, click off now. Man, this is really a nostalgic video. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Training Camp Sushi Duel. Yuga and company have decided to take part in the Rush Duel tournament, and they're attending a training camp for it. I honestly don't think Yuga and Rook need that much training, but you know, I guess it's never a bad thing to hone your skills. As the sun sets, Roman and Sushiko, the sushi girl that is alongside Menzaburo in a lot of the scenes, who has yet to duel, begin a duel with the right to hog the TV at stake. So the circumstances seem pretty Sevens-like, especially early in an arc, more comical, less serious, which that isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think it gives you more questions as to who is going to win. When you have non-stop high-stake duels, you know the protagonist is going to win, or the important character, being Roman in this case, is going to win. But with something like hogging the TV, maybe Sushiko pulls off an upset, but I think Roman is probably set to get her 4th win, her 3rd focus win, because she did get a win against Otis, but Gakuto was the focus of that episode. But if you told me that Roman or any girl Yu-Gi-Oh! Character was going to have 4 wins in the first 28 episodes, which, yes, that is a record for the quickest it's taken a girl character to get 4 wins, I would have taken that 7 days of the week. And so as long as Roman can get the job done in episode 28, she will have 4 wins already in Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. And she does have an ace that she has yet to use. I'll show it on screen right here. That probably leads me to believe that she is going to win. That ace was shown off alongside Roa's new ace, which we've seen, and Gakuto's new ace, which we've also seen. Usually when an important character uses a new ace monster, they almost always get the win in Yu-Gi-Oh!, with a few exceptions here and there. Roman Kirishima, I think early on, my prediction for this, she should be able to get this win, which again would be another really good sign for her character. We have the cast: Yuga, Rook, Gakuto, Roman, Kaizo, Sebastian, Mimi, Asana, Rokuyo. And remember, Asana is the girl who seemed to be leading that group at the end of episode 26. I would imagine the villains of this new arc, and maybe the villains of this tournament, maybe the reason this tournament is even happening. So interesting that she is speaking in this episode when it seems to be a Yuga and company focus episode. Menzaburo, Sushiko, Nick Yagi, Khan, who's the dinosaur kid. He's a little out of place here, but he very well could just be training. Kaseki and Hanto. Now, I don't know who those two are. I don't know if those are maybe the other 2 guy characters that were in that shot. Kaseki is actually voiced by the same person who voiced Jin Kusanagi. So we have, and Asana Rokuyo is voiced by Robapi. So we have yet another Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains voice actor coming into the stage for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. Then you have the drone, you have extras, and that is it. So again, Kaseki and Hanto, maybe they're characters we have seen before, but they could actually be the two Yuga friends. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe they are going to be the characters that that were in that shot with Asana, the shadowy figures. But yeah, I think this is really exciting. I think this is exactly what Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s needed. Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s kind of lost, I don't want to say lost its sense of direction, because it didn't. But when 25 and 26 was happening, when the Yuga and Neil Maximum duel was happening, myself and a lot of people were really worried about what happens next. And I think it was kind of a unanimous thought in the community, at least by most people in the community, that a tournament would be exactly what the show needed and would make a lot of us kind of take a deep breath and calm down. The Battle City tournament was great. The Zexal tournament in that first season I thought was great. Definitely the best part of early to mid Zexal for me by far. The Arc 5 tournament in Standard I thought was phenomenal. And the Synchro tournament was pretty solid as well. And then Vrains didn't have one. And then GX had the Gen X tournament, which was a side tournament. And 5Ds had the WRGP, which a lot of people loved. You had the Ragnarok duels. You had some great duels. Yu-Gi-Oh! Always does tournaments well, and even though it's cliche, we have not seen a tournament arc since Arc 5's Synchro arc, so it's probably been like 4 or 5 years. So after moving away from tournaments in Vrains, I am fully on board with this, and I think this is a great way to get those characters like a Roa Kirishima and like our villains, and even, Rook and Yuga, some interesting matchups, and I hope they go down that route of interesting matchups. This tournament arc probably is going to lead to one of the following, if not more: Yuga versus Rook, Yuga versus Roa, and Roa versus Rook. And if none of those 3 duels make your mouth water, then you are much different from me, because I think any of those 3 duels have a potential to be really good. Obviously, I picked the 3 characters that are striving to be the king of duels, and under normal circumstances, what's the reason for them to duel? Maybe, they just want to kind of test each other's skills, but with a tournament arc, it allows these characters to duel each other. Really excited for these matchups, and Roman is definitely going to duel Princess G, the guitarist that gave her the guitar pick. 100% confident about that. But guys, let me know down below some duels that you would like to see in this tournament arc, and some early predictions. Who wins the Rush Duel tournament? Will it be Yuga, or will it be someone else? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. And a special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons, Horace Maye, Goosey Q, Panther J, Blue Maiden 28, Jarrett Buller, and Aura Dragon, and to my Diamond tier patrons, Jesse Wood, Latrell Smith, Pegasus Seiya, and Anime Kaput, and to my Egyptian God tier patrons, Chase Connelly, and XZ's Lover 104. Thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon. Thank you to everyone who's a YouTube channel member. You guys help me out tremendously, and I would not be able to do this without all of you. And thank you all so much for watching. I will talk to you down below, and I hope you have an amazing day.